Hello, my tribe, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Sakina here. Today we're closing the cycle of the energy vampirism, part 3. Vamos! Part 3, mi amors, is dedicated to destiny swapping that it's done unconsciously. By unconsciously, I mean unconsciously done by you, from you, and for you. Meaning you are tricked into your own destiny swapping because you all cannot shut up. You all be talking about everything to everyone. Thinking and believing that everyone is pure-hearted like you. No, newsflash. Everyone is naive like you. You got no idea how many evil is around you. You got no idea how much malevolence is around you. You got no idea how much darkness is in this world. Stop talking about your life plans, dreams, intentions, intuitions, goals, gifts, fears, concerns, medical issues, allergies, and the list is longer than denial. Stop talking and start listening instead. That's why you have 2 ears. Use them wisely. You know what I'm saying? Listen up. This kind of spiritual warfare happens every single day to everyone, but people are not paying attention. It is so silent, so dark, so subtle that you don't notice and you have no idea it's happening to you until it's too late, mi amor. It does happen in pretty much every single relationship dynamic between humans. All right, now we have 2 kinds of destiny swapping that it's done unconsciously by you, from you, and for you. We have the ones that witchcraft and dark magic is involved, God help you, and the one that magic and witchcraft is not involved, you help you. Now, this kind of destiny swapping is super evil, super dark, super sensitive topic that nobody's talking about in the spiritual communities for a lot of reasons. Well, I can name few. The fear of being malperceived by the collective. People will call you names and crazy and stuff. There is the guilt and shame, and there is also being still trapped in the collective ego and shadow. I'm good. I got none of that shit. Alright? Destiny swapping that is done unconsciously and knowingly without your consent by you. I'm gonna emphasize on this one because it's done consciously by the other party. You know what I'm saying? It's super dangerous, life altering, and changing for good. It's literally and ultimately one of the worst and the darkest of forms of spiritual manipulation and exploitation. And now, baby, what do you experience when this shit happened to you? Alright, this video is packed, so buckle up. Alright, let's debuckle. Loss of jobs, opportunities, marriages, kids, relationships, doors for growth and success, fame, wealth, health, tables that were supposed to be yours, but now they're not yours. Spotlights, businesses, opportunities, businesses, ideas, bags and money, connections, potentials, authenticity, houses, purses, a dress, a lipstick, shoes, a man, your special person, a woman, the woman of your dreams. It could be anything or anyone that was supposed to be yours, written in the stones. Yours by birthright, but now it's not. Surprise, surprise. In other words, it was taken from you, sweetie. Now it does manifest itself in the following: loss of personal autonomy. Your life path is not your life path no more. Your life path and purpose and decisions will be altered and inflected by, this is a keyword, the unilateral contract you have been tricked into. Without your consent, your knowledge, your awareness, your consciousness, or your knowing. Bad luck. Just bad luck everywhere. Disruption of your own life path, leading to unforeseen challenges and obstacles. Energetic imbalance. Karmic consequences. Duh. And this is by far the wildest gate to hell. Just hell. Hell and a lot of suffering. You will be experiencing the following, not limited to just the following. It's just the tip of the iceberg. You ready? Loss of control, challenges, darkness, bad luck, discomfort, sickness in the physical body out of nowhere, clouded judgment, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, disorientation, loss of all your blessings that you had, you have, and you will have eventually. Unexplained illnesses. Mental breakdowns, all kinds of mental breakdowns. You will be experiencing schizophrenia or psychosis. Accidental and untimely death in the 3D. Drum roll, please. From unexpected, unexplained illnesses, reasons. And this is obviously due to the dark and intense energetic and karmic pressure. Possession or entity's attachment. Because baby, you just lost your divine protection. your essence, your blueprint. You are not you no more, and you are now in the open up for grabs. In other words, now we are literally in the open for any kind of dark and bad energies and entities. Soul fragmentation. Yeah. Due to the trauma. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I call it trauma because this is spiritual abuse. You are not you no more. Somebody else is being you, living your life, baby. To sum up everything and make it easy to understand, your identity, your essence, spiritually speaking, was stolen from you. Why? You're asking why? All right. The why is a story for days. We're talking about humans, aren't we? So, baby, no surprises down there. Envy driven, destiny swap. Jealousy filled and fueled, destiny swap. Resentment driven, destiny swap. Power play, destiny swap. Karma driven, destiny swap. This one is pretty significant. I told you these are spiritual parasites they cannot create on their own. So, manifestation driven, destiny swap. Hate driven, destiny swap. This one is a little bit crazy. Believe it or not, sometimes it's just fun, a destiny swap. They don't want it for them, they just don't want it for you. They don't want you going places. Now get into the real sauce and real shit. Signs and symptoms before the shit hit the fan. Signs and symptoms that you are heavily washed, heavily studied, leading to some kind of interventions or even initiations. So the most recurring term and word you will be hearing from me is pay attention. Pay attention, pay attention. Pay attention, por favor, to the following. Right off the bat, if they call you sister. Oh, mi amor, mamma mia. If they call you sister, or a brother for that matter, because this is not gender specific, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, men are targeted too. The only difference is that women, they usually, for the most part, they talk about their shit. They talk about what's happening to them. I mean, it doesn't make no difference in this case if you are just trauma dumping or just like talking from a healed place when it comes to women, but we talk. Men, they don't, for a lot of reasons. Well, there's the guilt and the shame, there is the ego and the pride, that's that. They know something was happening, something was playing behind the shadows, but just take it all in and just move on with their lives. But they know something was stolen from them. Anyway, circling back to the sister thing. If you hear sister, just run for your life, baby. That's a red flag. Because what do you mean, sister, sweetie? If I'm not looking for a friend, what makes you think I'm looking for a sister? I personally know what a sister means. That's why I cannot stress enough about healing your wounds, your traumas, dealing with your own demons, dealing with your own shadows and shit. I promise you, you will never need anything nor anyone outside of you. Unless you are so keen and eager to be a sister and find sisters around you, good luck with your sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another red flag. You know what I'm saying? That's another red flag, sadly, because you need to do a little bit more digging deep down in your shit and see where is it coming from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have plenty of sisters, and each sister is assigned a task. That's a red flag. And each one of them is treated differently. What do you mean? I healed every single shit. I'm good. I have risen from the death, baby. I am a phoenix. I am my mother, my father, my brother, my sister. I am everything. So I am looking for nothing, nobody outside of me. Healing is about reparenting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Is reparenting yourself. Is giving yourself anything and everything that was lacking. So yeah, you won't need nothing, nobody outside of sin or sins they are normalizing. Now we're all sinners. We pick and choose. You can pick and choose too. No judgments whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, this one has nothing to do with religion. It's not even religious. This is literally some human decency, spiritual awakening awareness. And no judgments here, because I'm a sinner too. I pick and choose. Again, this is some spiritual common sense, if you will, human decency. I'm always striving to become a better version of myself every single day. Yeah. Choosing every single day to be a better person, a good person, when nobody is watching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, doing the right thing, even if it's hard, when nobody is watching. That's what I mean. Again, no judgments. Here, I have my own beautiful definition of judgment. I will be sharing with you in the future. Stay tuned, mi amors. We only change what doesn't work for us. We amplify, normalize what does work for us. So pay attention. Bottom line, what I'm saying is, if the big shit, the big sins are normalized, that's a red flag. How they talk to you when you're alone, how they talk to you and about you with people, two people behind your back. You'll know. You will know. How they talk about people, not every single person, people who are in their own circle, people they talk to, work to on a daily basis, how they talk about them. Mi amor, if they are talking about everyone, we don't care if it's good or bad, but you will be paying attention, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about you. No loyalty whatsoever. Pay attention. How they act and react with you, around you, and with people and around people. A voice, a tone, and undertone change. You will see it. What they say versus what they do. I will believe actions every day, twice on Sunday. Now, this one is not relevant and strong indicator, but it is now because it's part of our lives, their interaction, action, and reactions towards your social media. How they act, react, and interact with whatever you are sharing with them. You'll know. And this one is pretty significant. What and how they are trying to control. What they are trying to control and how they are trying to control. This one will work if you pay so much attention. How they receive and perceive your gifts. It says so much, so much. What they say they love about you. And here we're gonna have a talk. Allow yourself and normalize asking the weird, odd questions. For instance, oh, you love me. How much? Because we know nobody can love you more than love themselves. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Oh, what do you love about me? Yeah, I'm really interested. Yeah, please tell me. What don't you love about me? Yeah, I'm interested into bettering myself. You know what I'm saying? Shining my light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, take notes. Whatever they are highlighting about you, sweetie, that's what they are going to be using. That's what they're going to be taking and swapping from you. Whatever they don't like, in other words, whatever that is irritating their fucking dark spirits, that's your superpower. Use it. How they act, react, and interact when you are sharing and talking about anything. Let's say you're talking about your traumas, your past traumas, your healing journey, your dreams, your goals, your plans, and so forth. You know, how they act, react, and interact with them. You know what I'm talking about. You will see it. Pay attention to what they are offering you versus what they are taking from you. Let's face it for a moment. Nothing is free. You pay for everything in your life. And money is not the only currency, so pay attention to what they are offering versus what they are going to take from you, because you'll be paying, sweetie. I'm gonna give you a simple example, you know what I'm saying? If they're offering shelter, are you homeless? If they are offering a job, are you jobless? If they're offering free food, are you hungry? You'll know. You'll know. Pay attention to how, when, and even where they start talking about their own shit, their own past traumas, their goals, their dreams, their insecurities, and so forth. Pay attention to what they lie about. How the things you lied about will be coming back and biting you in the ass. Pay attention to what they lie about. You'll know. This one is probably the strongest. How they act and react when you call their shit out. You will see resistance, defensiveness. They will call their shit chocolate. In other words, they will be given their own shit cute names. Red flag. Now, When you are under the fake illusion, I know what I'm talking about because you're never under illusion because you're good. You know what I'm saying? You're good. When you are under the fake illusion of being safe, pay attention to how they act and react towards your dreams, your biggest goals, and passions. What they share versus what they don't share with you. Goals, dreams, attentions, interests, businesses, and so forth. Well, maybe they just don't trust you. I hear you. I hear you completely loud and clear. Fair enough. However, pay attention to what they trust you with. Trust is a two-way street. You cannot trust me with XYZ and not trust me with something else. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, there is something wrong with you. There is no alignment. There's a lot of shit going on there. So if you're picking and choosing, that's a red flag. And for the counterpart, pay attention to what they trust you with. Pretty strong and significant. For instance, if they trust you with their money, their place, their car, their children, pay attention. I wouldn't, in a cold day in hell, trust you with my kid if I don't trust you with my own dreams and goals. That means either you don't care much about your kid or you care more about your dreams and goals and the good stuff because you're scared of my own potential. How they act and react when you say no and you stand on your own boundaries, or how they act and react when you silently remove yourself from the whole shitty toxic dynamics with no fucking explanation. Pay attention. You will see a lot of flying monkeys and monitoring spirits. Be assured. I should have led with this one. How they look at you. How they look at you. Skin, hair, wardrobe, body, and what kind of questions they're asking you. Pay attention. Now, pay attention to this one. Pretty significant in my opinion. When you are talking out and about, having conversations, like literally in the middle of very strong and interesting conversation, whether with them or out there with people, pay attention how they look at you, how they act and react when you are talking. Pretty strong, pretty significant. Are they listening to understand, grasp, and act accordingly? Are they taking you seriously? Are they listening just to act and react and reply? You will see them jumping all over the place, asking some shitty, stupid questions. Yeah, trying to sound and act smart. No. Body language, facial expression, micro expressions, eye movement, breathing, hand gestures, smirks. Pay attention. These will tell you exactly what they are trying to swap from you. What kind of connections, a gathering, tables, people, connections, and so forth they want you in. Level of consciousness, level of responsibility, and accountability. What they are ashamed and guilty of. Pay attention to what they are not telling you. How? Well, I guess this one is way beyond your pay grade, sweetie. I can help you a little bit. It's literally and exactly what they are saying. Energy shifts. What seeds are they trying to plant in your mind? And the way they are trivializing, minimalizing your own dreams. These are your own dreams. These are so big to you. They mean so much to you. The way they are trying so hard to manage somehow your own plans towards your own goals. Everyone has their own plans. So pay attention to how they are trying to drift you and shift you from your own destiny. Sometimes resources are not the issue with a lot of people, but having the right people around them they can use and abuse and suck their energy. That's the issue. They need to feed on someone like you. These kind of spiritual parasites, they always have a plan, and they always have a plan after the plan. They always have hidden agendas, so you gotta be carefully and cautiously living Be sure that if they are leading you towards the mark and the spot and the place and the life they want you to be, you will be in hell for the rest of your life. You will end up living somebody else's life, which is boring. They will be doing anything and everything to sell you a pitch. So pay attention to the sales pitch. And whatever they are trying to sell you, that's what they're gonna use, suck, and swap from you. You will be stuck while they are living your life, using your own spiritual gifts. What to do? Self-protection and preservation. Well, you're watching me. Thank you. That's a good start. Obviously, number one, stop talking. Stop talking and start listening instead. Know who you are deep down. Drop the mask, the persona, kill the ego. Heal, sweetie. Just heal. Get to know yourself to a deeper level to be able to make your own core values list. This will save you so much. Know what you want. Be laser focused on what you want and what you want only, and you will develop the gift of seeing all kinds of distractions. I promise you. Stop being a stupid fool. I'm gonna say it one more time. Stop being a stupid fool. Any kind or version of Pinocchio. Activate your Jimmy, aka your own consciousness. Wake up. Trust and believe. This one's pretty obvious. I'm gonna say it anyway. Trust and believe your intuitions, your gut feelings. They are there for a reason. Meaning, in French, if it's too much, it's too much. If I'm right, I'm right. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. If it's too good to be true, trust and believe it's too good to be true. If it's free, nothing is free. You are the product and you are the price. Because let's face it for a second, nothing is free. You pay for everything in your life. And money, it's not the only currency you'll be paying with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, specifically in these cases, you are the price. Understand and grasp to the T the mirror, window, and door theory. This will save you big time. Understand and make peace with the fact that everything and everyone that you are experiencing outside of you is literally an extension, a mirror, a reflection of what's going on inside. Know who you are. Let me put you on something. I need you to understand that everything that is happening in this world is always stemmed from two places. We have curiosity, obviously, duh. Curiosity, y'all, is super dangerous, is a double sword that is most of the time used against you. You just don't know. I personally put curiosity into two different categories. The first one is the healthy curiosity. Obviously, this one is beautiful. It's a beautiful tool to take you to different places, something that you're so curious about to improve your life, to improve your essence, to take yourself to a better place spiritually speaking, a new skill that you want to learn so you know where to go, what to do. You put yourself with the right people, the right places, you ask the right questions, you take the right classes and what have you. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's something new that will benefit you and you only to improve your life. So you basically go and take inspired actions to learn this new skills that is coming from a beautiful, nice place to improve your life, you know? The second one is so complex, tricky, and weird, and wild, and sick, is when people are so curious about you, something about you, your essence. This one is so creepy, unhealthy, obviously. Pay attention, be present, and be careful. Because let me tell you something from my own experiences, and I have been through a lot. Nobody is so much interested and curious in something about you, your essence, more than someone who is lacking that thing. It is so Start being curious about people's curiosity. It's so simple. Start being curious about people's curiosity. Okay? The thing that I personally see, the cause of pretty much every single shit that is happening around you, with you, specifically in your life, believe it or not, is desperation. Desperation. Desperation, mi amor. Desperation roads lead to no good, y'all. I'm telling you. You will be a zombie walking among us. You don't even know you're a zombie. You will be a walking dead without even knowing you're a walking dead. You would probably, God forbid, be dead. It's just crazy. You will probably find yourself in a box buried 6 feet under somewhere, or in a little jar in the middle of the ocean. Desperation has a color, has a very specific scent. And if you are with the wrong crowd, you will be used and abused. It will be used against you. You will be sacrificed, either in the 3D or in the fifth dimension. God help you. Don't be desperate for nothing. What is yours is yours. Just be ready when God opens them doors. I promise you. Last but not least, por favor, make sure you have your own strong list of your own priorities and boundaries, and fight for him like your life depends on him. Because believe me when I tell you, it does. I strongly know that this concept, specifically this kind of destiny swapping, that it's done unconsciously by you, from you, and for you, basically you are tricked into a contract without even your consciousness, your understanding, your consent. Your free will is basically used against you. It's not a cakewalk. It's not an easy concept to understand. It's not for everyone unless you have experienced that, you have been there yourself, or you have seen somebody going through it. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, for my visual learners, I'm gonna help you a little bit to understand the concept in an easy way. Get Out, the movie. That one is pretty strong, twisted, and dark, but still at the same time straightforward. You can watch it. You will see it. I would say super classic Destiny Swap. Wanted, the movie. That one, it's not easy for everyone to see it because you have probably to watch, and you watch the movie maybe 50 times to see it. But you will see, I promise you. Just keep in mind, in that movie, Wanted, the main character, he has been through 2 different kind of destiny swapping. You pay attention, you will see it. Breaking Bad, I know. It's not obvious, it's not for everyone, it's so subtle, but it does have destiny swapping. For Breaking Bad, it was done voluntarily, consciously by Walter. Because he was a coward. What do you expect? He didn't have a good life by all means because he was not his authentic self. And what do you expect? His anger, his resentment, the fact that it was not aligned with his higher self got him sick in the physical body in the 3D. And because he was a coward and a failure, and he didn't touch and tap into his full potential, his anger and resentment, that was pretty much the breaking point for him to unleash the monster inside. Masterpiece. You will see it. We have Rapunzel. That one is pretty classic, and Rapunzel specifically, you will see the energy siphoning and the destiny swapping, both in one story. Perfection. I told you I'm big in Heian archetypes. Come on now. Last but not least, in this one, you all, let me tell you, this one is a breathtaking story. It takes the cake. A period, a point, a blank. Behind Her Eyes, the show. Behind Her Eyes, I was impressed. Perfection. And let me tell you, my beautiful tribe, Behind Her Eyes, the story itself, is by far the worst case scenario of destiny swapping. The scariest, the darkest, and the craziest kind of destiny swapping, because the astral body was taken, was stolen. And if, God forbid, your astral body is swapped and taken from you, you're cooked. And for the ritual to be completed and sealing the deal, the physical body had to go, had to be sacrificed, had to die in both the 3D and the fifth dimension. Perfection. I told you I was impressed. Unhinged. I'm telling you, that little booger, the little sucker, that little spiritual parasite, he didn't just envy her body, her soul, her essence, her wealth, her money, her life. He wanted the guy too. He wanted the guy too. Because he was gay, and the guilt and shame of being gay itself, of having this kind of sexual orientation, was eating him alive. So he needed her body, her essence, her astral body to have the gay experience in a female body. Amazing. So for him to enjoy the men, he had to make the destiny swap, which is a masterpiece, I'm telling you. Now, before I go, my beautiful tribe, my beautiful people, I have a side note, a special message that I want to leave tethered in this beautiful universe. This is a special message to someone who is not special, someone who is a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? The person is not relevant, but the story, I mean, the essence of the story, it is relevant. It's worthy. You know what I'm saying? If you thought in a million years I will be making an interesting, cute video to share with my beautiful, amazing, interesting collective my wisdom and my story, you miscalculated big time again, Miss Calculator. Evil is not just around us, even is within us since the dawn of time. The false God is within us since the dawn of time. The devil himself and all kind of demons are not just around us, walking among us. They are within us since the dawn of time. But collectively speaking, we are collectively going through an immense awakening so we can see through the shadows. And I trust and believe that this beautiful universe will bring me into your awareness in God's perfect timing, the same God you pray to every single morning at the golden hour. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll let you go, lick your wounds, check your broken ego, check that broken little girl, and I hope your faja is always tight. Happy healing, you all. Thank you.